Hi, I'm Sean Ray, and welcome to the Fit Show in Yorba Linda, California, here at Black Gold Golf Course, where I'm holding my first annual Sean Ray Pro Fitness Golf Invitational for Chalk Hospital, sponsored by Biotech Nutritionals. I made a few phone calls. I called on a few Mr. USA champions, a few national champions. I even called a few Miss Fitness and Bodybuilding Olympia champions, all in the name of charity to raise money for Children's Hospital of Orange County. Over the next couple of days, we're going to have 100 golfers out here golfing to raise money for these children who can't afford to help themselves. At Chalk Hospital, no child is ever turned away, regardless of ability to pay. And charities and fundraisers like this will help those kids get the medication they need. But first, we kick things off in Brea, California at TAP's Oyster Bar and Grill for a special VIP dinner.
Hey John, who's gonna play the best golf game tomorrow?
I'm gonna tell you up the question. I'm off the chain. No question, I'm winning this. Unless I feel generous, I'll let you know. Oh, no question. And this is my golf team?
Hey!
Now that all our bodybuilders are fed, tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6:30, they're going to descend upon this golf course and be joined by another 90 players and sponsors. We've got over 100 participants in total. But what's better, we've got professional bodybuilders and USA champions like Richard Jones, Bob Ciccarillo, Idris Wardell. We even have my old training partner, national champion 1989, Troy Zuccolatto. We have Ms. Olympia 2004, Iris Kyle, and Diana Cadu. We also have our figure champion, Miss Monica Brant, and Tamia Mayorva, as well as our Fitness Olympia champion, Adela Friedmansky. We've got marvelous Melvin Anthony, one of the best bodybuilding posers in the history of the sport. We've got a lot of bodybuilders joining us to make this event possible. Check out a few of these clips. But Bob, you are not a fish out of water out here on these greens, are you?
Not at all, Sean. As you well know, I am a golfing semi-pro. Well, semi-pro, 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 semi-pro.
right, I'm here with marvelous Melvin Anthony, Mr. USA, Night of Champions winner, and the best poser in all of bodybuilding. Melvin, you won the Best Presentation Award and the $10,000 that went along with it, and you raised the bar to win it again this year. You've got some guys that are coming up with some funky stuff. The Mr. Olympia's 3 months away. What are you doing to try to hang on to that as well as make the top 5?
It's a secret. If I tell it, then you guys will be already knowing. Somebody let it out the box. So I try to outdo myself every time, but it's really difficult to keep up in the bar because it's always too much.
Right.
You can't do too much because then it's like
Theater.
Yeah, it's theater. It's like you don't want too much. So I got to find something funky that everybody relates to.
Right.
Take something off some of the movies that I've seen and some of the popular ones. Do a couple of voiceovers, and I'll leave it like that.
Well, we had the famous John Brown up here talking about a little bit of things involving bodybuilding and some of the people he's influenced. I gave the guy mad props because certainly I wouldn't be where I'm at without him. And you picked up the ball and ran with it. What role did he play in your career?
He basically played a big role in me becoming a man. I was out there kind of loose. So, coming through the bodybuilding ranks, it's one thing to be an athlete. It's another thing to be a businessman and know how to conduct yourself in public. Mm-hmm. So, he had a big influence on, what I did on stage and as well as off the stage. Right. So, like finding a job, the whole deal. I didn't really know much. From where I'm from, it was just like everybody was into the hustle. Everybody's into the angle. Right. So it's different when you try to get in there and you try to, do everything, corporate. Mm-hmm. Do everything. There's a right way for everything. And he just taught me how to fish.
Well, last year you took a full year off of competition. You moved all the way to San Bernardino in a new house and getting situated out there. What did you see sitting outside for a year watching professional bodybuilding that's going to motivate you for this year's Mr. Olympia in 3 months?
Oh, it gave me a rest for one, and it gave me the opportunity to sit back and watch people and watch their improvements and see what they've done to give me a gauging tool in order to be able to beat them, because now I know what to expect.
Right.
It's easy to kind of be ready for someone that you see coming. Right. It's hard to get ready for the one you haven't seen. So since I've seen all the guys and they changed the standards, right, I know I'm going to come in with one of the tiniest weights in bodybuilding. I know I'm going to come in one of the best routines. So it's giving me the opportunity to just move up, but I got to be ready.
Right. Well, I know you signed a new contract with Biotech, and I made the formal introduction. And next thing you know, you're in there meeting with these guys, signing papers and getting their products and implementing them into your program. How do you think that's going to play a role in your appearance this year?
I think it's really going to be effective. They're really innovative. They got some new products out that really work. Mm-hmm. The Nitrobolic and some of the Viraloid, some of the testosterone boosters, they really work because I actually tested them myself. So I was my own guinea pig. Right. I didn't really lose too much weight. I'm the heaviest I've ever been in this kind of condition. I mean, I've been 274 at times, but it was fat. I'm actually 263 right now with abs. Been guest posing, been doing all the work, and all the products work. Right. And they're still coming out with new stuff. So I'm ready to take it to the next level.
Right. Well, I know when I called you for this chalk benefit, you were one of the first people to make out a check for this thing when I told you it was about the kids. Why did you jump so quick into this?
It's all about the kids. Yeah. I was one of those kids that didn't have a dad. My dad wasn't around, left me when I was 5 years old, so I can kind of relate to somebody who doesn't have a chance and opportunity to make it. They might not be around, right. So it's really great when, I can be able to give back because I've been where they've been. I've been without. So being without, not knowing where your life is going, it makes it, worth it for me to give to them.
Have you been on a golf course before?
Heck no. John Brown actually took me to the driving range a couple times, but I'm a lefty, so it's really hard to get clubs. So, I'm really getting a big push from Chad and Steve and the other guys in order to get my game right. I've actually been hitting the ball. So.
Right. Well, what do you think about seeing these guys not in posing trunks, not in the gym, not really in competition with them, having a sit-down dinner, seeing guys like Troy Zucalato and these other old-school bodybuilders, Tavita, guys you competed against, and some guys that are still in the game like Lee Priest and Adela and those guys. Having this setting, what does that do for you as far as mentally?
It kind of finishes it for me. Mm-hmm. I've seen some, Troy coming through the ranks, seeing guys that they went through the bodybuilding round before me, and seeing guys that are competing with me and guys that have come and gone. So I think it's really a breath of fresh air to be able to sit back on a different venue and be able to, talk and hang out without thinking about how much weight he gained, how he looked. And I'm not, everybody's not sizing everybody up because usually you see a guy in the gym, we're all trying to, size each other up. So it's a blessing to be able to kick back and do it on a different level. It's totally opposite, and it's relaxing.
Right on. Well, I know that this is just our first year, and we've got a lot of other things in store. Working with Biotech, your next appearance is going to be at the Mr. Olympia. What can we expect body weight-wise, routine-wise, competition-wise? What are you going to do this year to stand out amongst the rest? I'll
be the best ever as far as conditioning. I think I'll be about 10 pounds heavier than I was at the Arnold, so I'm thinking about 240 and just in shape. I know it's a condition game. I learned from guys like you that can come consistent. Once I learn the formula, there ain't no moving me out the way.
Right Right on. That's marvelous. Melvin Anthony telling it like it is. Good luck, baby. Have fun.
Yep.
Okay. Well, as you can see, the sun's gone down on the first ever Sean Ray Pro Golf Invitational for Children. I'd like to thank our title sponsors, Viotech, the Chapman Media Group, Bodybuilding.com, Crowell & Mooring, the NPC for providing all the lunches for over 100 athletes. I'd like to thank Twin Labs, Flex Magazine, Muscle Mag International. This entire golf tournament will be available as of August the 1st on SeanRay.com. I'm Sean Ray for The Fit Show. Thanks for watching.